inverters. We are told. I was told by an official, you must purchase an inverter. Why should I burden myself with another 20,000-30,000 rupees to buy an inverter and then keep paying it when the electricity department should give me an uninterrupted power supply for the high tariffs I am paying? Many poles are old and in dilapidated condition. They do not even bother to change them. You will find new poles are lying along the streets which are not put up. Why? I do not know why the electricity department doesn't do this. The wires that are there overhanging are dangerous to human life. All these things are issues that ultimately increase and release the power to the wrong people. Due to severe outages, most expensive electronic items are destroyed. This is a common thing among people. You will find these outages which are causing this. And how can this electricity department say that they are doing their job well and that they are efficient when they really are not even bothered? There are times when our meters run high. Why? Because there is a reverse of electricity. The reverse cause is because there is a problem with the transformer. And by the time you call them and ask them, they say, put off your electricity and wait. And we have to wait for hours sometimes for them to come and correct the problem at the transformer. Sometimes we have interruptions of electricity. We cannot even switch on a computer because the electricity goes off. We have video conferencing with various courts taking place. I can say completely that the interruption that takes place during these hearings is nothing but a burden to those litigants who are fighting issues through video conferencing because the electricity department cannot give us an uninterrupted supply, at least during the daytime. Even that doesn't happen. Imagine 20 to 30 interruptions in a day. Is that normal? And are we talking about quality of life to us? Faulty parts in the transformer. These are the regular complaints. There are faulty parts in the transformers are the cause of the frequent breakdown of electricity. Then yesterday I came to this office, for 20 minutes there was no electricity in this building. The lifts were not working and they say that they were transferring the electricity from one another. That was the excuse given to us. This is a regular excuse. Anytime they say the electricity is gone off, the main line is gone off. But actually you will find that the local transformer has a problem. And if you have to complain, you have to wait for 4 to 6 hours sometimes for them to just come and repair that simple fault. How the consumers suffer, that we know.
And, I just want to make a very fervent appeal. I'm a housewife, I'm a domestic consumer. I'm of course displeased about the constant power outages and suffer the losses to our appliances, the damages that we suffer. That said and done, my main concern is the various departments have government heads who are all educated in that particular sector. Engineers, financial thinkers, chief town planners. For heaven's sake, what are we planning? Disaster? Doom? The world is screaming about everything that is done in most of this, especially in my country, unfortunately, is unscientific. We do not know how much we need and how much we should get, and the wastage. My main point today to place before the Honorable Commission is plug the wastages. Plug the unnecessary freebies and charge those who want to enjoy a good load, let them give the good money. But every year, don't tell us, I am raising the height. This is the thing, tariff is going up, everything is going up. Why is everything not coming down? India is doing so well. We are going to be 5 trillion economy and all those things. So why are we not getting free electricity? Why not? We are giving the aid to people. Why don't you give the aid to the honest taxpayer who is doing diligent job of paying the taxes periodically? In Goa, we have ghost houses. So many construction boom, real estate speculation, everything goes in the name of tourism, in the name of this and that. So why take holiday of the norms, of the rules and regulations which are there. We talk about underground cabling. Near my house, only 10-15 houses are not given underground cover, this connection, because there is no cable, it seems. Before that it was some political vendetta. Now what is power distribution? What is utilities? What are common utilities for the common people? Are we going to use this? So I'm going away from all these already stated points because I agree with them. I don't want to add mine again on the repetitive thing. But I want to petition the Chief Electricity Department Engineer, the Chief Engineer, to please get little courage. We are all behind you. Tell your great legislators that they are numbskulls. Check their qualifications. Are they meant to understand what you and I are talking and deposing before the learned panel? No. They just bulldoze. They'll tell that poor engineer, I feel sorry for all this E's, A's, J's. Saran Sangla. Even if he wants to say no, he will not have the courage to say no because of the repercussions of the transfers, of being jacked out with some flimsy ruse. That is so.
मडकई मतदारसंघातले येता जो मतदारसंघ सध्या आमचे वीज मंत्रीचो मतदारसंघ आसा आणि पुराय मडकई मतदारसंघात सध्या अंडरग्राउंड केबलिंगाचे काम चालू आसा आणि ते कितल्या खालच्या दर्जाचे चालू आसा हे कोणी थंय येवन पळोवपाक शकता. हांवें 3 फावटी कंप्लेन केल्या की जो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर आसा थंय तो विजेची चोरी करता आणि ते काम करता आणि जर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटाक जाय जाल्यार त्यांच्या ऑफिशियल ट्विटर हँडलाचेर हांवें कंप्लेन केल्ली आसा. ते व्हिडिओ सुद्धा अपलोड केल्लो आसा पण अजून पर्यंत तर कांयच एक्शन जायना. आता हांवेनूय सोडून दिला कंप्लेन करपाचें कारण तांकां कोणाची तरी बॅकिंग आसा अशें म्हाका दिसता. जर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटाचे कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर जे अंडरग्राउंड केबलिंगाचे काम करता तेच जर चोरी करपाक लागले इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटाचे आणि त्याचे पैसे आमी फारीक करपाचे जनरल सामान्य लोकांनी, हे जावपाक शकना. हाजेर तुम्ही जाता तितले बेगीन कारवाय करा आणि जे काम चलता ते सारखे जावचे हे पळया. माझ्या घराकडे ऑन ग्रीड सोलर पॉवर जनरेशन पॅनल्स आसा. 2019तल्यान माझ्या घराचेर सोलर एनर्जी जनरेट जाता आणि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंट म्हाका वर्सा हांव एक्स्ट्रा जनरेट करता इलेक्ट्रिसिटी त्याच्या खातीर पैसेय बीन फारीक करता. पूण हे करता आसतना म्हाका कितलो त्रास जालो कारण सोलर एनर्जीचे हांगा खूबशे जाणांनी मुद्दो मांडलो आणि चीफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनियरान सुद्दां सांगलें की 30 वर्सां पर्यंत आमचे कडेन कोलाचो स्टॉक आसा. ताच्या मुखार आमकां रिन्यूएबल एनर्जीचेर अवलंबून रावचेच पडटलें. पूण सामान्य लोक सोलर पॉवर कित्याक घेवपाक, सोलर पॅनल इन्स्टॉल करपाक कित्याक वचना हाचेर थोडोसो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंटान विचार करपाक जाय. कारण इनिशियली जो खर्च येता तो सगळो खर्च त्या मनशाक करचो पडटा आणि 6 महिन्यांनी मागीर गेडा तांकां सबसिडी अलॉट करता आफ्टर 6 मंथ्स. पूण जर 3 लाख जर पयलीं घालपाक जाय जाल्यार 3 लाख पयलीं घालचे पडटा. हांव मागता की तुम्ही पयलींच 50% सबसिडी दिया. हांव म्हणटा 50 कित्याक, तुम्ही 100% सबसिडी दिया कारण तुमचे टार्गेट 350 मेगावॉट्स आशिल्ली तुम्ही 52 मेगावॉट्स जनरेट करपाक शकता जाल्यार हांव म्हणटा की तुम्ही 50% न्ही तुम्ही 100% सबसिडी दिया आणि जाता तितले सोलर एनर्जी जनरेट करपाची ट्राय करा. दुसरी गजाल म्हणजे कितलेशेच पंचायतींची ऍप्लिकेशनां तुमचे पेंडिंग आसा जे सोलर एनर्जी घालपाक सोदता आपल्या पंचायतींचेर. पूण ती ऍप्लिकेशनां कितली वर्सां जाली पेंडिंग आसा ती तुम्ही जाता तितले बेगीन प्रोसेस करा. पीएम कुसुम ही योजना आमच्या भोवमानेस्त प्रधानमंत्र्यान लागू केल्ली. पूण ही योजना ही फार्मर्सां खातीर योजना आशिल्ली. 2 वर्सां जाली तांकां लेटर्स आयल्या पूण अजून त्यांचो पीपीए साइन जायना. पीपीए साइन जायना म्हणून तांकां लोन एप्लाय करपाक मेळना. लोन एप्लाय करपाक मेळना म्हणून तांकां सोलर पॅनल इन्स्टॉल करपाक मेळना. हाचेर तुम्ही मातसो विचार करा. जाता तितले बेगीन ही स्कीम PM कुसुम स्कीम ज्या ज्या फार्मर्सांनी अप्लाय केल्या तांचो PPA जाता तितले बेगीन तुम्ही साइन करा.
The multimeter and he showed me how it was, zigzagging. And for that I needed a stabilizer. So if this is the power supply we are getting which is erratic, I don't think it is justified that we pay this kind of tariff. Further to which we were reminded constantly during the presentation that we are getting power supply from outside the state. I would like to know what the government of Goa and the electricity department is doing to enhance and encourage people in Goa, whether it's the commercial or it's individuals, to put their own solar panels and be self-sufficient. Instead of, facing this constant problem of hike in tariffs. There is nothing done by the state government to encourage us to have solar power or any other renewable energy. Then we come to the fact that you say there are consumers 6.96 lakhs that are using. I think these are the ones that are actually paying their bills, so you know that there are 6.96 lakhs, sir, because they are paying their bills. How many are drawing electricity without paying these bills? And what have you done as an authority to check where is my power supply draining? I'm sure you have the facilities to find this out, don't you? To find out where the power is being drained. I just saw that there is a time where we will be also, charged for electricity as peak hour, where it is extra. Why should we be paying that? Where even in the so-called peak hours, we are experiencing, a fluctuation in current, power supply being shut down. So whatever we have not saved on the we are having an online discussion. We have a lack of Wi-Fi, all because of this. So why do we pay this extra? For whom? For what?
To add is that we've been talking about, we are using a lot of power without actually doing increase of load. So the department has to, I don't know if you're aware, but recently the department issued notices to some of the people, especially in Kumboli that I am aware of, to do their increase in load, to what we are using. But without creating any awareness. The people in Kumboli do not have the person who lives in that house and the person in whose the electricity bill is in are two different people. So to apply also for the increase in load, one needs to make the procedure to change of name or whatever easier. That is not actually done and it's not feasible. Take for example just myself. The connection is in the name of my mother. My mother passed away 5 years ago. I live in the home, but I'm not able to change it because you're asking for succession deeds and things like that. I have a brother who I'm not in touch with. I do not know where he lives. So I'm not able to do that, So I'm paying the bill. So how do I go about applying for an increase in load? Actually, I myself filed a case in the Conciliation Committee of the Department of Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, saying that I was getting interrupted power supply and erratic power supplies. To which the department actually fixed a new transformer in the village and put a few of our houses onto that transformer. And at that hearing, I had actually made this submission of helping the department to go around and creating awareness of this increase in load. But instead of creating awareness, they just went directly and issued notices. So I would suggest that you take a year or two or whatever it is that you need to create awareness and then actually go to giving notices for people. So that was one of my thing. Also I want to say, somebody just raised the point about the migrants living in people's homes. this actually needs to be done in conjunction with the local body, either the village panchayat or the municipal corporation. Because every person who earns money by lending out their place has to pay 1 month's rent to the local body. But this is not happening, so they do not have the record of who actually has places that they are renting out to. So if through your commission, if that can be put forward, that all the stakeholders who can actually reduce the burden on the domestic consumers and charge these people who are renting out the commercial rate.
Explanation, because we have been raising the same issues in the past. When there is an increase in the expenditure, for anything, what we do, we see where are we wasting the money and we curtail it. Or where we need more money, we have to have a planning. And in the last hearing also I had told, we have to plan things. Electricity department and most of the departments, they don't do planning. We need planning, we are technocrats, we have to plan. So if there is an increase in expenditure, how to reduce it, I will tell how to do it. First thing is, outstanding dues from the defaulters should be brought back. Outstanding dues. Every year we are coming with outstanding dues. Why are there these outstanding dues? They should be, next time when you come here, you should tell us there are no outstanding dues. We took this action, cleared all the outstanding dues, or disconnect their electricity. On the electricity bill, if I don't pay 2 times or 3 times, the red light comes there, red mark comes there, your bill will be, your line will be disconnected. Why this is not applicable to these defaulters?
Bring to attention one thing. Every common citizen yesterday and today has criticized the department. Yesterday, Deccan Fine Chemicals, a representative of them, today Southwest Port have praised the department. I rest. So, are we having corporates versus common citizens here? What is the electricity department doing for the common man is a basic question. Because like Judith just said about failure, last hearing, I am very rarely at home. The day before last hearing, I was at home in a city near Margao. Electricity failed nearly 30 to 40 times in the day. I complained, I regretted, because the reaction seemed to be very, very localized, very personal. I actually pitied the junior engineer there who was getting screamed at by his bosses because the electricity at my residence failed. I was at home because of my wife's birthday 4 days ago. From 7 to 11, the electricity failed 8 times. This is a systemic problem. This is not a problem about Kunkole. This is not a problem about Raya. This is not a problem about Bargaon or electricity department. It is a systemic problem. And that is where I want to address this issue, this concern to my friend. Because I am an ex-employee of the electricity department. I was lucky enough to resign in 91 after 10 years of service as a junior engineer. My colleagues and contemporaries retired as chief electrical engineers. And I am very happy to see that Stephen at 45 is a chief electrical engineer, possibly the youngest chief electrical engineer the state has had. He's young, dynamic, means well, but unfortunately, I would advise him to handle systems and not individual problems. Very simply, he has to be praised for filing this petition in time, as somebody said yesterday, bringing accounts up to date, which I think at the last hearing were 3 or 4 years of doing up. This time we are doing only 1 year of doing up. But at the same time, I have very reliable information that his accounts department does not present the true figures. Of course, this is an issue which will be taken up at the time of audit, CAG possibly, and we will learn about it later. But this is a very strong inside information that I have. A reflection of that, because as they say, at the risk of being sexist, I'll say that statistics are like a bikini. They reveal much more and they hide the critical things. Page 102, can I ask water please?
Subscribe and follow our YouTube and Facebook channel for more videos.